All right, it's a little hot out here, but we were told by multiple people that we need to come and get your story. So first of all, tell us who you are.
Okay, my name is Nikki Hutto, and I'm from Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay, so we saw your truck. It's obviously beautiful.
Thank you.
Can you, well, this is the first thing that you kind of notice when you walk up to this truck. So you see, I'm assuming that this is you and this is your father.
It is, yeah. So this was my dad. In this picture, I'm about 4, but my dad died 34 years ago. I drug this truck around my whole adult life until I could save enough money to restore it. It took me about 2 years, but I finished about 3 years ago, and this is how I'm able to keep his memory alive. I bring it to the shows, I tell my story to people, and you know, makes my heart happy to share it. So.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thank you. So it was my dad's, and my mom, obviously after my dad died, my mom was a single mom, and she could have sold it at any time, but she told everybody it was going to be my truck one day, and she kept it.
So held on to it.
Yeah.
Aw, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Well, so let's talk a little bit about what's inside here. So what kind of engine do we have inside of this?
So my dad always wanted a 351 Windsor. So what I did, I started with that, and then the guys back home started giving me a hard time that I wouldn't be able to keep up with them. So I stroked it to a 383, and it dynos at 460, and I don't hear anything when I pass them.
Okay.
So.
That's awesome. I've noticed you have a little bit, so we work at Fender, so I'm more familiar with the Coyotes. You have like a good, like almost what, 6, 7, 8 inches in here?
Yeah, and the reason being is because I just cleaned it up. I basically ripped everything.
It looks really clean.
I ripped everything out and kind of started over. I actually had somebody do the work for me, but because I didn't have the money to do the truck for so long, a lot of time and research went into how I actually wanted it to look.
So that's a good positive to look at it. If you're strapped on the money time, you got time.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely.
You can really figure out.
And I had waited my whole life, so when it actually came time for me to do it, it was no rush.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, it looks really good. I love the chrome. It looks super clean.
Awesome.
Everything's kind of like hidden.
That's all right. That's all right.
I bet it stays really cool too.
It does. And I didn't want to be able to see any of the wires. I mean, you look around, I like the way other people's trucks look too, but I just wanted mine to be super clean.
Well, it kind of matches this color too, because it's so like light and bright it would look, you would see them more, like the wires and stuff. Yeah. So tell us about this color, because there's a little bit of pearl in there, it looks like.
Yeah, and you can see it really good on this.
Yeah, I was going to say in the sun.
Yeah. So this is the original color to the truck. The white is a little different. I did brighten it up some, but I wanted to add the metallic to kind of give it my twist to it.
Yeah.
Obviously, my dad bought this truck because he liked the color. So I just wanted to add my little spin on it and kind of bring it back to life.
So it's similar to what the original colorway was?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Okay. Like I said, I just added the metallic to it.
Oh, okay. So is this like a Wimbledon white with metallic basically?
Well, it's bright. It's brighter than the Wimbledon. I wanted to lighten it up just a little bit because the color was so... I didn't want... The Wimbledon looks a little dull in certain places.
And like matte almost.
So with the metallic, the brighter white just looked better.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that's what that is, I've never seen that before. Well, I guess I haven't seen this either.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we've got nice chrome. You got everything polished beautifully.
That's right. So this is the original chrome down the sides.
Really?
I just sent it off and had it polished up real nice.
Yeah.
And then obviously, obviously I had to buy a new grill and bumpers, but it is original chrome down the side. So
that is hard to come by.
It is.
We get people all the time like calling on our DMs and messages all the time. Like,
well, so much time went by. I'm surprised I still had all the chrome for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, if it stays in your in family, then at least you guys have a little bit more of control over that part.
That's right.
All right. So tell us about this interior.
So the interior, I hated it. The original interior, it was 70s shag barf green carpet.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to start over. So I basically gutted it and started over. Okay. I got so many samples for the interior. It literally took me 8 months to decide.
There you go.
My husband's like, just hurry up and pick something. And I was like, no, like I want to do it right one time. Yeah. So I like it.
Yeah. When people do it, we're like, don't rush your choice on account of like just getting it
Absolutely,
done.
absolutely.
Make sure you really love it.
You take your time.
Especially this is obviously you're keeping this. This is the whole point.
This is my pride and joy. This is all I have left of my dad. So it'll never be sold.
So we got some, that's cute. Like, I love that pinstriping.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
So that's just my little memorial to him. But the picture does go everywhere. So anytime you see this truck out displayed, it's got his picture on it.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice touch because, I mean, I saw it when we walked in and then everybody's like, you gotta go get that. Sorry, there's a picture on there. I was like, oh, I do know who you're talking about. I saw that already.
Yeah, awesome. The stock gauges, I just sent them off and had them cleaned up. You know, some of them didn't have work, so we had to redo that. But I kept as much original as I could.
Oh, very cool.
You know, and like, I didn't change the color because this is how I remember riding in this truck with my dad as a little girl. So if I would have changed the color, it would have took that away.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I like that headliner when you look up.
yeah, thank you.
Oh, is that a F100 dome light? It kind of looks like ours. Might be an.
You know what? I actually think it may be.
It just might be. I think it is.
I ordered so many parts. You know, as I was going. Like I said, you buy when you can. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, we love it. Can you tell us a little bit about your suspension?
So it's original suspension.
Everything's
the only thing I did is set stock height. If you know anything about these trucks, they did jack up the back a little bit. They came stock sitting up higher in the back. I didn't like that. I wanted to kind of even it out. So I did put 2-inch shackles on the back just to lower the back down and give it that nice looking stance.
Yeah, there you go. Aww. Well, thanks so much for sharing your story. We really appreciate that.
I appreciate it. It was nice meeting you.
Of course, it was nice to meet you too. We'll see you again maybe in the Grand National Show in May or something.
Absolutely, I'm always there.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.